This continues just the division example. That last example video ended in a very unfortunate place. So let's just finish up the last three. If you're not watching this, I'm not surprised, as you may already have it. But if you are, that means that you were a little unclear and you wanted a little bit more work on that. So we got cut off at changing 25/24 into an improper or a mixed number from that improper fraction. So we said, okay, we're going to divide the 25 by the 24, and we have 24 goes into 25 one time, and we have 1 left over. So the quotient 1 is the whole number, the remainder 1 is the numerator, and the original denominator is the denominator in the fraction, and that gave us our mixed number. Now we're on to part D, so I'll turn the page for that. And part D here of example 11, we first of all have our 4 3/7, so 4 3/7, and we're dividing that by 31/7. So the first thing that we're going to need to do here is we're going to need to change 4 3/7 into an improper fraction. We cannot multiply or divide with mixed numbers. They have to be impropers. So 4 times 7 is 28, and then we have 28 plus 3, which is 31. And 31 goes over 7, and now we're going to multiply by the reciprocal of 31/7. So multiply by 7 over 31. And this leads us actually to the idea that any number divided by itself is always going to give you 1, but we're going to get to see this in real life here. So the 31 and the 31 cancel because we divide 31 out of each, and the 7 and the 7 cancel because we divide 7 out of each. And now we multiply across. 1 times 1 is 1, and multiply across. 1 times 1 is 1. Any number divided by itself is always equal to 1. So there's our answer. Okay, part E here, we again have an improper mixed number that we need to change to an improper fraction. So I'm going to copy my first number, the dividend, and I'm going to divide this. I'm dividing this by, and I don't want the mixed number, I want the improper fraction. 3 times 4 plus 1, so 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1 is 13, so I have 13 over the original denominator, which is 4, so 13/4. Now I can change this to multiplication. 7/8 gets copied down, multiplied by the reciprocal of the second number, the divisor, 4 over 13. Now from there I can have a multiplication problem, and I want to see if there's any canceling. 4 and 8 have a common factor, so I can cancel them. So I want to go ahead and cancel. 4 goes into 4 one time. 4 goes into 8 2 times. Now I see there's nothing left to cancel, and I want to go ahead and I want to multiply straight across the numerators. 7 times 1 gives me 7, and 2 times 13 gives me 26. And that will be my final answer because 7 is prime and it is not a factor of 26, or it doesn't go into 26 is another way of saying that. So I'm going to box that as my final answer. So that should wrap up division for you. Remember, number 1, you should never ever deal with any mixed numbers. Change all mixed numbers to improper fractions. Division becomes a multiplication by multiplying the first number by the reciprocal of the second number when it's written in this old-fashioned division method with the division symbol in between them. And finally, when you get your answer, make sure that if it's an improper fraction that you change it back to a mixed number for me. That is my requirement, but you won't necessarily see that in the books. Just remember that's my requirement. Okay, that should take care of it.